Ladies and gentlemen, could you please put your hands together for Luke Alexander?
This is a bit high. Right, cool. Okay, this one I wrote because I grew up in Hastings and I went away for a while and now I'm back and I've seen loads of stuff change, so let's go. I might not come from ends, but I know what it means to make ends meet. I come from quite far away from Thames on Sea, but a lot of the same problems exist down in TN3. Right down here, no one really looks like me, and we've got disparity too, so I call it ends on sea. But no one's really spreading awareness, so I guess responsibility falls on me. I may have only got GCSE grade C in maths, but I know that 1 + 1 can't equal 2. Not when every penny we use has got VAT charged on it too. 1 + 1 equals about £2.50. I don't know why we're not taught this from youth, that if you want to retire, you need a pension fund before you've lost your first tooth. But you see, where I'm from, there's not much business and commerce, and most people's bank balance has a minus before the first comma. Though we do have creativity and we do have innovation, way too many of us wasted our waiting on visitation rather than writing dissertations. See, I was thinking back about the role models that we have, and it took me a while. The only guy I could think of was the guy on Jeremy Kyle. But I guess that's David Cameron's Broken Britain. Wait, Theresa May's Broken Britain, where you're stuck between struggling and looking smitten. In 2015 and 16, maybe the Labour Party would have seemed more fitting, but I guess I can blame those that voted by sitting. You see, democracy works because of us, but if we don't get involved, we only get cuts, and the people up there get less and less fussed while the people down there start shouting. We've got nothing down here. Politics is like sitting in a car which you're unable to steer, but the position that you're in is only because of your fear, but it's hard to stay neutral if you're sniffing the gear. Too many boys down here like me wear our postcode like a brand. You see us rolling around in our vans and our snapback hats, living in a fantasy world like Postman Pat, chasing after the synonym for black and white cats, with no life motivation other than our Snapchat chats. You see, their problem is they only look at short-term pain rather than long-term gain. The £50 a week they earn's got profitability ingrained, but they'd rather go and spend that in Wetherspoons or Yates. I'm not judging though, I could do that with my mates, but the difference is I'm 21 and they're 28. But it's the same amount of heartache where you see everything around you change, but you still stay the same. The only qualification we got from school was a life of crime. The school I went to claimed to be a sports college, but no one crossed over the line. Some people did lines, but nothing to do with the athletic kind. So it breaks my heart when I see people thinking they know what it means to go through it. Some of us were privileged enough to outgrow it, but plenty more of us are still trying to find our way, trying to smoke through it.